God bless America. Welcome back to Fog Wrestling. It is tribute to the troops. The troops, they whipped out their guns, they spun them around. Well, I wish they shoved them straight up their candy asses, damn it. I don't like that stuff.
Forget about tribute to the troops. What about tribute to the poor viewers who have to watch this shit week in, week out?
Yeah.
I don't know. We were in Providence, New Ireland, I think, tonight. I don't even know where they plucked all these, like, army veterans from, but this seems like a cheap version of tribute to the troops. And then they would show you images and stuff and like video of the past where they went to Afghanistan and Iraq and the actual troops serving abroad got to see stars like Austin, or they got to fucking hug Stacey Keebler or Tori Wilson or something like that. They got to see some brand panties. What do you get now? Well, what the fuck do you get now? Who wants a hug off Shayna Baszler?
No one. No one. Apart from the Grim Reaper.
Pretty much would make you gay at this stage. But yeah, let's talk about it, guys. Tribute to the troops. We had the opening segment, to people singing and playing a piano. At first it sounded like America, America, America. But then they like kind of like transitioned into some other song that I didn't understand. But yeah, two award-winning actors or award-winning musician performances that I've never heard of in my life.
No, I've never heard of them before.
And it was overdone.
Yeah.
Where's the heel heat? Where's someone coming out and interrupting this shit? Didn't it happen?
It did not happen. And
then we kick off the opening match with two Mexicans.
So JBL wasn't too impressed with it.
Well, no, but JBL did say they're two of the greatest luchadors of all time. I'm going to have to disagree with that. I mean, even if he said they're two of the greatest luchadors in WWE at this present time, I would have had a big bone to pick with that. But to say they're two of the greatest luchadors of all time, I mean, come on.
And one of them's Dragon Lee. I don't mind Escobar, but to say he's greatest of all time, come on, one of them. Just roll it in, JBL.
Booyaka, booyaka! It's Rey Mysterio's the man, right? And everyone else is
It's almost like they're trying to make him take back everything he said about Mexicans, like when he was at the border. Because honestly, I mean, I don't get this for JBL.
Yeah, they showed you footage of the wrestlers going to the troops before, like Afghanistan. I wanted to see JBL go to the border.
Yeah.
I wanted to see JBL go to the wall.
The southern border needs JBL right now, I'll tell you that.
It does.
But, he was acting like a heel all night, and then he whips out a line like this.
Yeah.
He's loving Dominic, but then he pretends that these two are like goats. I mean, if he wants to pretend Santos because he's heel, right, okay.
Santos Escobar wins. The match just seemed a bit pointless. We did get this at Survivor Series, and we knew at Survivor Series this was never a Survivor Series type match, but I think this just, confirms that. This is a throwaway quarterfinals of a United States #1 contender championship. And why did this match happen at Survivor Series? I think there would have been more integrity just cancelling the match altogether if Carlito wasn't available. Why the fuck did Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar happen on one of the big 4 pay-per-views of the year?
I need to know, actually. I actually need to know.
Anyway, what you really need to know is Santos Escobar wins, so he had fancies in the United States Championship
the worst tournament you'll ever see in your life. But up next, Cody Rhodes. We knew what he was going to say. Troops, Providence. What do you want to talk about?
This is fucking lame. He comes out, he gives the same old bullshit. What do you want to talk about? He absolutely says nothing. He shows videos and footage of John Cena. It's just all John Cena in Iraq, John Cena in Afghanistan, hell, John Cena in Ukraine, John Cena in Palestine, John Cena fucking everywhere. For somebody that you can't see, all we've seen over the next couple of minutes was videos of John Cena in like war-torn shithole countries. And then it ends and Cody Rhodes says, there's just one more thing I want to do for you people. As if he's done a lot of great things. All you did was come out, cut the same fucking line you cut every week, and then showed videos of John Cena. What have you done? You've done nothing. You've done absolutely nothing. And then he welcomes out two, like, gun rangers, and so some guy comes out like a spare dick standing in the middle doing absolutely nothing, just standing there. Then we get the two rangers either side of him, and they just like twirl and spin their rifle for about 3 minutes, way too long. Nothing impressive, just like, it's not like they were like this, oh look at the skills of this. I mean, I could do this. They were just spinning their rifle around. And then the guy in the middle who was doing absolutely nothing walked into like the centre circle, walked centre stage, and did the whole Michael Jackson thing with his ankles. You know, like the wee mad like shuffle. And then he spun, done a 180 and walked to the back. It's like, what the fuck? What was the point of this?
I wish I could do a 180 to bed.
How's this a tribute to the troops?
No, but I can't just bury down a wee for this. This is everything.
I can. I guarantee you the troops would rather see Tory Wilson.
Well, I mean, it's 2023. Some of them are pretty gay, but let's talk about it. Right. See this whole gun thing? This is a worldwide thing. See this marching with the guns and spinning them? See when it comes to actual warfare? I mean, is Vladimir Putin ordering his fucking troops to start spinning the guns on the border of Ukraine?
What I think would have been more impressive, instead of spinning guns, see if one of them just headshot at Kevin Patrick from the top of the ramp.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have bumped up the rating of this SmackDown.
Is Joe Biden sending billions of dollars of aid to Ukraine to get wee special attachments for the gun to make it easier to spin around?
Anyway, speaking of army and speaking of veterans, Bobby Lashley comes out. The God Almighty Bobby Lashley. I don't know if him and the Street Profits have just dropped each other, but
he celebrated with him after the match.
Oh well, they didn't come out with him. Maybe it's because he has to. Maybe it's because it's a tribute to troops, so he has to act like a face because he used to be a troop and he doesn't want to come out, so he's got the numbers advantage. So maybe he just came to the ring alone. Bit cheap, in my opinion.
I mean, I tell you what, half of Bobby Lashley could have came to the ring, he still would have beat Karrion Kross. So,
what is Karrion Kross doing?
Release.
Why is Karrion Kross still in the company?
It's a waste of money. It's just.
What is he offering?
I mean, Triple H brings this guy back, and we're led to believe that he's gonna get a fair go this time.
I mean, people buried McMahon for his treatment, but the best Karrion Kross got was wearing that gimp mask on Raw and beating Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Bobby Lashley wins. He advances into the next.
These people don't want to praise though Vince McMahon. Triple H knows what he's doing. It's the master plan.
He advances to the next round.
10 years time when Karrion Kross is getting inducted into the Global Force Wrestling Hall of Fame, they'll be like, that's because Triple H brought him back and did fuck all with him. That's why. Delusional. Delusional. Let's talk about CM Punk though. Best part of the show. It was
hands down. Obviously, it was going to be the best part of the show. Probably the only reason we sat up to watch it. Punk comes out, kind of rips off Cody Rhodes a wee bit. He says, it's not what we're going to talk about, it's who we're going to talk about. And then he just kind of name dropped everybody on the roster. He was pretty much, I think he was kind enough to everybody until he got to Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. He mentioned that Seth Rollins has got a squeaky voice and that he doesn't really want to say too much about Seth Rollins because he's not even the man in his own household.
Cheap pop.
Nice wee dig there about Becky Lynch. And then the crowd tried to defend Seth Rollins, I guess, by humming along to his theme song. And then Punk says, keep doing it. That's the only thing he's got. And he's right. Once Seth Rollins' theme song stops playing, no one gives a fuck about Seth Rollins. He also made some references about punching people in the face. Him and Kevin Owens wouldn't make a good tag team. I thought it was all right. And then he basically stole another one of Cody's lines saying that, let's finish the story. And his story is main eventing WrestleMania. So Punk wants to main event WrestleMania. He also mentioned that he will decide what brand he's going to sign with on Monday night. He also spoke about the fact he would be doing a video call with Shawn Michaels to see if he wants to go to NXT. I think that'd be pretty cool.
It would be pretty cool.
CM Punk led NXT just wiping the floor with Dynamite.
Wiping the floor with Dynamite. But is CM Punk truly going to get a WrestleMania main event? I'm not convinced.
I think he might. It could be part of the deal. It could be part of the contract. Maybe they've given CM Punk their word that if he comes back, a WrestleMania main event will be part of the deal. I think it could happen.
Are we talking night one or does it has to be night two?
Has to be night two. Night one's not a main event. I mean, it's just not. Night one is like taking on Taker for the streak. It's a big match, but it's not the main event.
I'll tell you what, is he going to be in the Rumble?
What, he said he is? Cody Rhodes said he is?
I'll tell you what, this has got potential to be quite a good Rumble because I feel like in recent years it's been fucking mince.
Yeah, whereas we could have quite a lot of people here.
That's the problem though. I mean, obviously, having them return at Survivor Series was a good moment, but Imagine he came out number 30.
Yeah, that'd be a great moment. But it is what it is. After this, we had Cody Rhodes confronting CM Punk backstage. He went, you've got a story you want to finish too. And Rhodes basically came to the conclusion that for CM Punk to finish his story and headline WrestleMania, he's going to have to go through the Royal Rumble. But Cody Rhodes is going to have to go through the Royal Rumble too if he wants Roman Reigns. So looks like Rhodes and Punk both want the same thing here. They both want to headline WrestleMania and they both want to beat Roman Reigns. Although CM Punk didn't really mention Roman Reigns. He just wants to headline WrestleMania and be a champion. But I think for Rhodes, he has spoke that it's more important for him to beat Reigns. So we'll see what happens. But to beat Reigns, first he needs to turn up. That's going to be next week.
Oh, big dog.
Roman Reigns is such a good guy, he couldn't show up for the troops.
I know. Big Roman Reigns, the guy who when COVID came, he fucking tucked his tail between his legs and his arse went.
Like, we're not asking for him to fucking fly to some shithole in the Middle East. All he had to do was turn up in America.
America.
I think that's cheap.
It is cheap.
It's fucking cheap as fuck.
At least they're building the Rumble though here. Like, we've actually got two guys here going face to face saying, here, I've got to win it for this reason, and I've got to win it for that reason. But it's better than, I am so privileged to be a part of the Royal Rumble this year.
I officially declare my entrance into the Royal Rumble. Look, we get it. Obviously, the reason you're in the Rumble is to win it and go to WrestleMania. But I think it's been a while since we actually had people in the Rumble that felt like they needed to be there. I remember that Rumble we had Goldust, Brock Lesnar, and Undertaker. Did I say Goldust?
Aye,
Goldberg. And I felt like that was a good...
Goldust was in it too, to be fair.
Probably was. Aye, well, no, not enough about that. But I think that was a good Rumble. But no, this has got potential, especially when you add in Punk and Rhodes. Then who knows? Maybe we'll have Randy Orton wanting to win the Rumble.
Maybe The Rock wants to finish his story.
Finish the story, buddy.
Which is his story's never let CM Punk main event fucking Mania.
Know your role, Punk, and shut your mouth, or I'll shut the door of a WrestleMania main event in your face. So it was a good Punk promo. Up next, we got Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. Really didn't want to see this. Charlotte Flair has to run the gauntlet. She has to defeat every single member of Damage Control in order to get to Io Sky. A bunch of freaks with coloured hair came out, and even Shotzi Blackheart, who had pretty much no hair, came out. They attacked the pirate-looking lady and the other one, the champ. Fuck me, the champ.
Kairi Sane.
The other one.
Kairi Sane and Io Sky, come on.
The other one. It's the fucking champion. I'm calling her the other one. They attacked 4-on-2, beat down, chased them to the back. So it was Charlotte versus Asuka. Asuka then showing that nobody ready for Asuka. And that includes Charlotte Flair because she fucked up her leg. She injured her leg. Couldn't really finish the match.
And her neck.
And then Bayley comes out and gets involved, and Charlotte loses because of an injury, I'm assuming. So Jesus Christ, she was supposed to beat everybody to get to Io Sky, and she couldn't even get past the first person in Asuka. And I'm sure that Bayley was probably supposed to cost Asuka this match. But it's like flipped around, and it's like, holy fuck. It's even messed that up.
It was the worst figure 4 I've ever seen.
It's just a
figure 8.
It's just a mess. I don't even think it was a figure. It barely got there. It was like a figure 7.
You know what, right?
The leg didn't get hooked.
All I will say is, at least she finished the match. She didn't
True, she didn't do a Sin Cara. Oh, senor, me broken finger, me nose finish match.
It looks like a serious knee injury. That's probably going to miss Mania, I'd say.
What a shame that is.
What a fucking tragedy that is.
I might not buy WrestleMania if Charlotte Flair's not on it.
By God, I'm not.
Woo! But yeah, so Bayley ends up helping Asuka win, so I don't even know how that's going to affect the whole Damage Control storyline. Because you know for a fact Bayley was supposed to cost Asuka this match.
Yeah.
But it's not happened, so who knows what's going to happen going forward. But get well soon, Charlotte, I guess.
We have CM Punk walking backstage.
I guess this gives Ric Flair another reason to cry.
CM Punk's peeking through the bloodlines like locker room door, and then he runs into Kevin Owens, who he made a reference to earlier. They kind of just look at each other. I'm sorry, right? CM Punk, Kevin Owens does not interest me. Kevin Owens does not interest me.
I mean, what I would say is, at least after CM Punk cut his promo, it wasn't one and done. But I feel like the segments that we got him in, they weren't great. I think the Cody one was okay. But it's almost like they had Punk in about 4 or 5 different segments after his promo to try and include him. But I would rather see Punk just in one more segment, but make it count. See having Punk just in the shadows, in the backgrounds, having stare downs, that does nothing for me.
Was it? It's on. But here, with Charlotte getting injured, how much did that hoover off the show, and they had to improvise and create this stuff on the fly? Who knows, right? I mean, he talks to Randy in LA Knight. He's like, "Good luck," then walks away.
Then Randy's like, "Are you ready?" Yeah.
I know what I said earlier. I don't know who fucking LA Knight is.
But now Orton and LA Knight are supposedly best buds training together for the match.
LA Knight.
So yeah, I don't get it. I mean, it was alright, I guess, but it wasn't great. Then we move into the main event, I believe. I'm not missing anything. I believe it was main event time.
It is main event time. I mean, I tell you what, the main event started at like 33 minutes past, and then the break, oh, Jesus Christ.
Solo Sikoa comes out, his music, his Titantron, everything Solo Sikoa, and Jimmy comes out with him. And Jimmy like had his jacket and stuff on. That's a sign of a jobber. If you're walking out with someone and it's their music playing, it's their Titantron playing, it's different if they're extremely over. Like if you're walking out with The Rock and his music is playing, I think that's one thing. But for Jimmy to be walking out with Solo Sikoa, shouldn't it be like Bloodline music playing? And not just Solo Sikoa's?
Or 10 seconds of his, 10 seconds of mine.
Aye. Switch it. No, but like look at Rated RKO, right? In Jerry's show, even though Jericho's way better than Big Show. But they would mix it up so they would incorporate both songs into it.
It's Jerry's show.
No, but
we gotcha.
Let's say Edge and Orton came out to just, let's say Edge's song, Edge's Titantron. Would that not have made Orton look like a bum?
Of course it would.
So does this not make Jimmy look like a bum?
Yeah, I mean, Punk hyped up, will it be Jimmy? Will it be Jay?
See Punk's promo, like, even when he mentioned Jimmy, fucking stuttered. Botched.
He almost said Jay twice, that's what he went for. Main event's alright.
No, but he also mentioned the fact how Jimmy's got a shitload of cousins. Does that not mean Jay's got the same amount?
And then proceeded not to mention fucking one of them.
Yeah, but if Jimmy's got a load of cousins, doesn't Jay have the same?
Yeah.
He says he only made it as if the cousins were an issue for Jimmy.
I guess because Jay's a face, so.
That's how it works here.
That's how it works.
Anyway, main event time, Randy Orton, the LA Knight. I mean, just a bang average main event.
I mean, on paper, it's like, can SmackDown really produce a bigger match than this?
Oh, we've got CM Punk there, haven't you?
Yeah, I know, but he's not wrestling right now, so.
Punk versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania.
The man.
So yeah, LA Knight goes for the blood. What do you call it? The Blood Rider.
Blunt force trauma.
Blunt force trauma.
The Blood Rider. What the fuck's that?
Too much Game of Thrones. Dothraki. Yeah, so he goes for the blunt force trauma, but Jimmy pushes him away, and then Orton spins him around, hits an RKO. Commentary team made out as if Orton was trying to steal the win away from LA Knight. I didn't see that. What I seen was Orton take advantage of... I mean, Jimmy had already countered LA Knight's move. It's not like Orton just came in and stole this win. LA Knight wasn't getting the fucking win. So again, I thought the commentary team was pretty poor here. There was also an old guy from the NFL on commentary, and he was a lot better than Kevin Patrick. So bring him back next week. And then after the match, we have Orton and LA Knight look at each other, and then they both celebrate. It's almost like LA Knight is looking at Orton and doing the same pose that Orton's doing, and they're both like doing like what do you call it? Like line of cemetery poses or whatnot. And that's supposed to be the big ending of SmackDown.
Parallel.
Oh, look at that! Orton stole LA Knight's pin, and then we get the announcement. Oh, tune in next week. Roman Reigns is back. So Roman Reigns is back next week, but you know what? Fuck the troops, Roman Reigns. I don't care about those guys. You know, those guys are actually risking their lives. What's Roman Reigns doing? Hiding at home for fucking COVID, but apparently he's not good enough.
Why can't this show end, though, with Punk and Rhodes' backstage segment? Like, you know, talking about the Rumble. Is that not better than this? Like, well, even Punk going into the Bloodline's dressing room, and you can have Michael Cole sell it. What the hell's Punk doing going into the dressing room?
Or we go,
find out next week. Find out Monday. What brand?
We go to the parking lot, and you've got fucking Seth Rollins there, dressed like a fanny, and he's been held back by Becky Lynch. His wife's holding him back.
In her purse.
Hold me back, Becky. Don't let me get near him, or I'll knock him out. I mean, he ain't gonna knock out shit. Anyway, wasn't really a SmackDown that blew us away. It wasn't really a knockout Friday night. But it was a one segment show. The one segment was pretty good. Some other stuff was alright. Is it the worst SmackDown I've seen?
Probably the best SmackDown I've seen in a while.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3 out of 10.
I'll get it a 4. I actually didn't mind it.
3.5 out of 10.
There you go.
Actually, wait, Charlotte got in. I'll bump it up to a 4. No more Charlotte Flair. Woo!